Welcome to this Stockbox interview with Jed Hall, the non-executive director of Castillo Copper, dual listed on the ASX and London market with the ticker CCZ. And the statement from the company is building a mid-tier copper group. So, Jed, welcome to the Stockbox platform. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. It's good to have you on. Now, let's start with that interesting tagline, building a mid-tier copper group. Can you give a high-level overview of this strategy?
Yes, well, our strategy is basically to acquire good copper prospects, undertake the technical work to de-risk them, and then move forward to drill and prove the assets. Although some of our prospects are more advanced than others, we are moving forward at quite a pace at the moment, and we hope to have some very good news for shareholders in the very near future.
Okay, now I've had a look through your presentation and the strategy seems quite clear. You say you're leveraging 3 copper pillars. So before we get into those pillars, can you explain what these copper pillars are?
Yeah, I mean, the pillars are essentially the 4 different areas we're working in, the different projects, if you will. I mean, we have 4 key areas. We have Mount Oxide in northern Queensland, which has about 10 promising targets, the Broken Hill prospect, several high-quality prospects in Zambia, and of course the Kanga copper mine in New South Wales. Our focus at the moment, though, is Mount Oxide, where we intend to be drilling imminently. We're particularly excited about the Mount Oxide prospects, and the first targets on the drill list are the Big One deposit and Aria.
Okay, so let's start with the first pillar, the Mount Oxide project. Can you tell us about the location, the prospect, and the roadmap going forward there?
Sure. I mean, the Mount Oxide project is in northern Queensland and comprises 10 key prospects, so we have a lot to get our teeth into there. As well as Aria and the Big One, we also have the Wall, Pancake, Johnny's, Crescent, Flapjack, Boomerang, Alparita, and Eldorado. It sounds like a movie. And 4 of the prospects have the potential to be iron oxide copper gold deposits. Plus, the initial work done on the other prospects is also very encouraging. So it's sort of fair to say at Mount Oxide, we are a bit spoiled for choice in terms of which prospects we do.
Okay, sounds good. Let's have a look at pillar 2. That's the Zambia project. Can you tell us a bit about Zambia, the prospects, and what the infrastructure is like in the area?
Sure. I mean, the 3 prospects we're concentrating on in Zambia are Makushi, Luanshya, and Lumwana. And these are earlier stage than Mount Oxide, but all the initial technical work and the surrounding geography indicates, we could have something very sizable on our hands. However, further de-risking work is needed before we take the prospects to the next stage, and this is ongoing. And because these areas are already in places which are already being mined and very close to infrastructure, then there's an abundance locally for us to leverage off the back of. So yes, it's a very exciting time in Zambia.
Okay, cool. And now let's go to Australia. A lot of excitement in Australia generally at the moment anyway, and that is your Kanga copper mine. So the project looks like it's quite well advanced. Can you give us an overview of the project and the path to the bankable feasibility study?
Sure. I mean, the objective for Kanga is to upgrade and increase the resource base initially, then conduct the pre-feasibility study, I should say, and then after the planning is complete, commission the bankable feasibility study. I mean, Kanga has some very high assay results, so we hope this should give us a solid resource which can then be mined. So we're on a project path with Kanga.
Okay. Well, it certainly sounds like there's a lot going on and potentially a lot of news flow coming across all 3 of the pillars. What can shareholders look forward to in the next, say, 6 to 12 months?
Well, the next thing, which should be very soon, is the commencement of drilling up at Mount Oxide. From there, we expect to start getting the results back around 4 weeks later. So we will keep investors updated on the drilling results as and when we get them. So this is likely to generate some interest in Castillo. However, also in the background, investors will be seeing steady progress as the technical work and the de-risking on the other pillars progresses, and they slowly come to the forefront as well. So yes, we are going to be busy. We have a lot to do.
Good. Well, it's good to be busy. And is it correct? Am I correct in understanding that you recently dual listed? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. We dual listed in August on the standard list of the London Stock Exchange. The reason for this is we did some placements through a convertible loan note, and we found the take up in the UK was quite considerable. So on the basis of that, we realised there was appetite in the UK and in Europe for investors to get involved in Castillo. So we listed on the stock exchange, and things seem to be performing well. Liquidity is gradually increasing, and the spread's slowly tightening. So it's been quite a good experience for us, and hopefully, a good experience for our UK investors.
Okay, yeah, so a good experience so far on the London markets. And are you quite excited then about what's to come with the company?
Oh, indeed. I mean, obviously, we've undertaken a huge amount of de-risking work on the various pillars, but really the acid test is when you drill and get the drill results back. And as I said earlier, that is imminent. And so it'll be a waiting game that we should hopefully have drill results in before Christmas. And that'll be a rolling process. So as they go to the lab and come back, we'll be able to release those to investors. There was a bit of a gold boom going on in Australia, so it was quite difficult to get drilling companies to commit, but we managed to do it and get a local company that knows the area well. So for me, I think that's probably the thing to really watch.
Okay, perfect. Well, hopefully we can catch up again before the end of the year. But for now, Jed Hall, the non-executive director of Castillo Copper, thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Very nice to talk to you.
Thank you for listening to this Stockbox interview. For more information, interviews and videos, visit our website at stockboxmedia.com or give us a follow on Twitter by searching @StockboxMedia.